What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to show you those compounds containing sodium, and I want to show you how to calculate the molar masses. The first compound we have NaCl, which is called sodium chloride. And we have one Na and one chlorine. The atomic mass of sodium is 22.990 and chlorine is 35.45. So that's gonna be 1. So molar mass, I'm gonna show it just by capital M, is 1 times 22.990 plus 1 times 35.45, which is going to be just simply 22.990 plus 35.45. That's going to be 58.44 grams per mole. So that's the atomic mass of sodium chloride. Next compound is sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate. Carbonate is polyatomic ion. Carbonate 2 negative, so that's why the capacity is -2. So that's why we have 2 in here for sodium. And sodium is +1, so therefore we have just 1 in front of CO3, which we normally don't write it. So now let's look at the molar mass of sodium carbonate. So first of all, we have 2 sodium atoms, 1 carbon atom, and we have 3 oxygen atoms. Sodium is 22.990, chlorine and carbon is 12.011, oxygen is 15.999. So we have molar mass is 2 times 22.990 plus 1 times 12.11 plus 3 times 15.999. So that's going to be 2 times 22.990 plus 12.011 plus 3 times 15.999. That's going to give me 105.988 grams per mole. That's the unit for molar mass or molecular weight, grams per mole. Next compound is sodium hypochlorite, NaOCl. NaOCl is sodium hypochlorite. We have 1 sodium and we have 1 oxygen and we have 1 chlorine. Sodium is 22.990, oxygen is 15.999, chlorine is 35.45. So molar mass is going to be 1 times 22.990 plus 1 times 15.999 plus 1 times 35.45. That's going to be 74.439 grams per mole. That's the molar mass of sodium hypochlorite. Next is NaHCO3, which we call it sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. We have 1 sodium atom, 1 hydrogen atom, 1 carbon, I just write it the other way around, and we have 3 oxygen. So that's 22.990 Hydrogen is 1.008. We use periodic table for all this. 12.011. Oxygen is 15.999. So we have 1 m equals to 1 times 22.99 plus 1.008 plus 12.011 plus 3 times 15.999. That's gonna give me 84.006 grams per mole. Next one is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. We have sodium sulfate. So we have 2 nitrogen, two sodium, 1 sulfur, and 4 oxygen. The atomic mass of sodium is 22.990. Sulfur is 32.06. Oxygen is 15.999. So M will be 2 times 22.990 plus 32.06 plus 4 times 15.999. That's gonna be 142.036 grams per mole. Next one is Na2S2O3. That's called sodium thiosulfate. We have 2 atoms of sodium, 22.990. We have 2 atoms of sulfur, 32.06 grams per mole. And we have 3 oxygen atoms, 15.999 grams per mole. So M will be 2 times 22.990 plus 2 times 32.06 plus 3 times 15.999. And then calculate 2 times 22.990 plus 2 times 32.06 plus 3 times 15.999. That's going to give me 158.097 grams per mole. That's the molar mass of sodium thiosulfate. Next compound is NaOH, which is very famous. Sodium hydroxide. We have 1 atom of sodium, 1 atom of oxygen, and 1 atom of hydrogen, which is gonna be 22.990, 15.999, and 1.008. And you need to add them all. We have 1 atom from each. So we have 22.990, 15.999 plus 1.008. Here it's going to be 39.997 grams per mole. It means that 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is equivalent to almost 40 grams. Next compound is sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Sodium nitrate. We have 1 atom of sodium. Atomic mass is 22.990 from periodic table. We have 1 atom of nitrogen, which is 14.007. We have 3 atoms of oxygen, 15.999. molar mass is going to be 22.990 plus 14.007 plus 3 times 15.999. That's going to give me 22.990 plus 14.007 plus 3 times 15.999. It's going to be 84.994 grams per mole. So 1 mole of sodium nitrate contains almost 85 grams of this material. Next one is going to be sodium hydrate, NaH. Sodium hydrate. Very simple. 1 atom of nitrogen, and 1 atom of sodium, 1 atom of hydrogen. 1.008 for hydrogen, 22.990 for sodium. So 22.990 plus 1.008, that's going to give me 23.998 grams per mole. Next example is going to be Na2O, which is sodium oxide. In sodium oxide, we have 2 atoms of sodium and 1 atom of oxygen. Sodium atomic mass 22.990 grams per mole, and oxygen is 15.999. So M is going to be 2 times 22.990 plus 1 times 15.999. That is going to give me 2 times 22.990 plus 15.999. It's going to be 61.979 grams per mole. That's the molar mass or molecular weight of sodium oxide. Next one is going to be NaF, sodium fluoride. Sodium fluoride has 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of fluorine. Sodium is 22.990 and fluorine is 18.998. So molar mass is going to be 22.990 plus 18.998 because we have 1 atom from each. So 22.99 plus 18.998. That's going to be 41.988 grams per mole. So 1 mole of sodium fluoride is equivalent to 41.988 grams. Next one is Na2O2. That's going to be sodium peroxide. Sodium peroxide has 2 atoms of sodium and 2 atoms of oxygen. Sodium is 22.990. Oxygen is 15.999. So it's going to be 2 times 22.990 plus 2 times 15.999. That's going to give 77.978 grams per mole. That's sodium peroxide. Next one is going to be sodium amide, which is Na and H2. We have 1 atom of sodium, which is 22.990, 1 atom of nitrogen, which is 14.007, and 2 atoms of hydrogen, which is 1.008. So molar mass is going to be 22.990 plus 14.007 plus 2 times 1.008. That's going to be 39.013 grams per mole. That's going to be the molar mass of sodium amide. Next one is going to be NaCN, sodium cyanide. 1 atom of sodium, 1 atom of carbon, 1 atom of nitrogen. So 22.990. Carbon is 12.011. Nitrogen is 14.007. That's going to be 22.990 plus 12.011 plus 14.007. It's going to be 49.008 grams per mole. Next one is sodium iodide. NaI. Sodium iodide. We have 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of iodine. So this one is 22.990. Iodine is 126.90. So molar mass is 22.990 plus 126.90. It's going to be 149.89 grams per mole. Next example, our next compound is NaBr, which is sodium bromide. You have 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of bromine. Sodium is 22.990. Bromine is 79.904. So molar mass is going to be 22.990 plus 79.904. It's going to be 102.894 grams per mole. Next one is NaC2H3O2, which is called sodium acetate. So we have 1 atom of sodium, 2 atoms of carbon, 3 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of oxygen. Sodium is 22.990. Carbon is 12.011. Hydrogen is 1.008. Oxygen is 15.999. So that's going to be 22.990 plus 2 times 12.011 plus 3 times 1.008 plus 2 times 15.999. It's going to be 3 times 1.009, 2 times 15.999. That's going to give me 82.034 grams per mole. So that's the molar mass of sodium acetate. Next one is Na2S, sodium sulfide. You have 2 atoms of sodium, 22.990, and sulfide we have 1 atom of S, which is 32.06. So M will be 2 times 22.990 plus 1 atom of S, It's going to be 32.06, so 2 times 22.990 plus 32.06, that's going to give me 78.04 grams per mole. Next one is NaOCN, which is called sodium cyanate. So we have one atom of sodium, 22.990, one atom of oxygen, 15.999, one atom of carbon, which is 12.011, and one atom of nitrogen, 14.007. So we have 22.990 plus 15.999 plus 12.011 plus 14.007. You add them all, it's going to give me 65.007 grams per mole. That's the molar mass of sodium cyanate. So these are the compounds containing sodium and their molar masses. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You have access to many other videos regarding chemistry, math, and physics. I will leave some related videos and playlists in the description in case you need extra practice question, and please leave me a comment if you have any question. Thank you for watching and have a great day.